Om Shanti, Madhuban Murli, 2023 August 31. Essence. Sweet children, in order to make your state that of cheerful and detached observe, remain aware that each soul has his one part to play and that which is precedent is taking place. Question. By making which one effort can you children create your stage? Answer. Don't care about your storm of Maya, but never have a don't care attitude about the Srimad that the Father gives you. By not doing that, your stage will become unshakable and immovable, and it will also be that of cheerful and detached observer. Your stage should be such that you never have to cry. Even if your mother die, eat halwa. Song. You are the mother and the father. Details. Om Shanti. You children heard the song. Generally, people on the path of devotion go to the temple of Shiva, Lakshmi and Narayan, Radhe and Krishna, or any of the other gods and goddesses. They sing the same praise in front of all of them. You are the mother and the father. Then they say, you are the one who gives knowledge, which means you are the mother and the father, and you are also the one who teaches us. In fact, you cannot say you are the mother and the father to Lakshmi and Narayan or to Rama and Sita, because they would have their one children who would not sing such praise. In fact, praise is of the one Shiva. Those people sing the praise Dev Dev Mahadev, which means you are greater than Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar. They are unable to understand the meaning of anything of the path of devotion. The Father now says, you have performed a lot of devotion. Now understand what I say. Think about what is true and what is false. You children now understand that the praise that is sung of the Father and the deities is all wrong. Only that which I explained to you now is right. He explained to you children, this is an inverted tree and its seed is Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. He lives up above. He is the living seed. Whereas you are children, some people say that there is a soul in all seeds. However, those are non-living. The Father is called the living seed of the human world tree. People sing, oh God, the Father. Acha, you would not call a tree a living ocean of knowledge? People understand that is a seed. A seed should definitely have knowledge of the tree. However, because it is non-living, it cannot say anything. Human beings understand that the seed is down below and that the tree emerged from it. The kalpa tree is compared to the banyan tree. That kalpa tree is living and this is non-living. This is a very big banyan tree in Calcutta. Its foundation has decayed, but tree is still standing. The wonder is that it does not have a foundation. The Father explained, this tree does not have a foundation either. The deity religion has disappeared, but the rest of the tree exists. There are so many sects and cults. This is an unlimited tree. The unlimited Father sits here and explains. Baba writes that the birthday of Shiva Baba is like a diamond because Shiva Baba is the only one who changes from cells to diamond and creates heaven. Bharat has now become so poverty stricken. People say, hum so hum. but they do not understand anything. Sannyasis have been beating drums, saying, I the soul, I am the supreme soul, and the supreme soul is the soul. You now know the meaning of everything. We have become Brahmins, we will then become deities and then go through the castes of warrior, merchants, etc. The soul says, I will go through this caste. I was a Sudra and have now come into the Brahmin caste. The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul is the one who created everyone. He is also the one who created the deity Brahma. Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar. The Father now sits here and I explain to you children. You say, you are the mother and the father. Therefore, this one is the truly mother. The father sits here and entertain you children. Meera was devotee and the path of devotion. That is the rosary of devotees. There is also the rosary of knowledge. The name of the rosary of knowledge is the rosary of Rudra. The rosary of Ravan would not to be said. People do not perform devotion of Ravan. There is the rosary of Rama. Although it is now the kingdom of Ravan, there is no rosary of Ravan. There is the rosary of Ravan. But there cannot be rosary of devils. One of the highest devotees was Meera, who had vision of Sri Krishna. She completely let go of the opinion of society. Who has the second highest devotee? Narad. He is praised and his example is given. People have said and made up those stories because they are not real. The father says all males and females are Sita. All of them are in Ravan's cottage of sorrow. It is not a question of Lanka, but of Bharat. Only the one Father is the vestor of salvation for all. If that one did not exist, Bharat would not be of no use. It is Bharat that becomes the most impure and the most pure. Bharat is the greatest pilgrimage place of all. Although people go to the pilgrimage places of their one perfect, the vestor of salvation for all is the one Father. Bharat alone is an imperishable land. The Father says, I come here and give liberation in life to Bharat and liberation to all the rest. I am the vestor of salvation for all. There is only the one Father who established the land of truth. He makes you children worthy of ruling in the land of truth. But he himself does not rule. The Father sits here and explains, I come here every cycle to give Bharat salvation. I take all the rest back with me to liberation. The soul of every human being has an imperishable part recorded in him. This means that which is predestinated is taking place. For instance, when a person's father has died and taken another birth, what would be achieved by that person crying? You just have to observe everything as a detached observer. It is in the drama. There is no need to cry. You have to live at home with your families. If your mother dies, eat halwa, or if your wife dies, eat halwa. This is sad for those who live at home with their families. Your state should be such that you do not experience any sorrow. You have to continue to remember your unlimited Father. Your state should be as unshakable as Angad when Ravan was unable to shake him. Maya is very powerful. You have to remain stable. No matter how many storms of Maya come, don't care about them. You must not be afraid or confused by them. Make effort and make your stay strong. Very good thing. Or explain, you understand that you are Parvati. Shiv Baba is telling you the story of immortality. In the land of immortality, there is happiness from its beginning through the middle to its end. In this land of death, there is nothing but sorrow from its beginning through the middle to the end. All of festivals, etc., refer to this time. There are no festivals of Lakshmi and Narayan, etc. What service do they do? If Brahmin do a lot of service. The soul of deities are not called social worker. They are neither physical nor spiritual social worker. You are double social worker, physical and spiritual. Okay? People find it difficult to become conqueror of attachment because they do not have any aim or object. Here you have a lot of attainment, and so you should have totally destroyed your attachment. Have yoga with one Baba? Baba, oh sweet Baba, we now know you fully. Previously, we used to say God the Father just for the sake of saying it. You have now come here to give us the sovereignty of heaven once again. This Iron Age is going to become a graveyard. So why should we remember it? The Father says, while living at home with your family in this graveyard, remember me. This is very easy. People on the path of devotion continue to worship Sri Krishna, and their intellect continue to wander to their business, etc. The horse of the mind constantly runs somewhere or other like a madman. The Father says, while earning your physical livelihood, connect your intellect in yoga to me. You will receive a lot of attainment by remembering me. You receive temporary attainment from everyone else. Okay? You perform so much intense devotion, but what happened then? You had vision, and that was all. You do not receive liberation or revelation in life. The Father now says you are to become the master of the world for 21 births. In heaven, each womb is like a palace. Here, each womb is a jail. People celebrate Sri Krishna Janmashtami with so much splendor. You do not just celebrate, you have to explain about when it was the birth of Sri Krishna. Where is Sri Krishna now? You know that you are now studying to become the master of the land of Krishna. You are sitting with the Father. Would you salute your Father by putting your palm together in front of him? When a teacher is teaching you, do you put your palm together in front of him? Do you have to praise him? You have to study with a teacher. Do children repeatedly put their palm together in front of their father? At this time, you are at home. You have the feeling that that one is the Father and also the purifier. At this time, because there is an eclipse of the five vices over you, you have become completely ugly. The five vices have made you ugly. In the golden age, you were beautiful, and you are now ugly. Shri Krishna was beautiful and is now ugly. How many times would he have become ugly and beautiful? The land of Khans, the devils, becomes the land of Krishna, and the land of Krishna then becomes the land of Khans. You souls are residents of Brahman. It is called the Brahma element. To say I am Brahma is also an illusion. You are the master of Brahman. Your throne is the Brahma element. The Father says, I am the master of Brahmand. You souls also say, actually our land is Brahmand. There you souls are pure. You are the master of Brahman and then also the master of the world. I am only the master of Brahman. I have to enter this old body of the one who has taken the full 84 birth. You children should read or listen to each Murli very well 5 or 6 times, for only then will it sit in your intellect and will your mercury of happiness rise. Maya repeatedly makes you forget to have remembrance. There is no question of forcing yourself in this. When you have time, just remember Baba and become like a tortoise. The best time is in the early morning hour. The effect of that time would last throughout the whole day. It has also been explained to you children that you first have to offer food to the one who is feeding you and then eat it yourself. You are eating from Shiv Baba sacrificial fire and so you first have to offer bhog to him. You have all of those visions in the subtle region. Those are fixed in the drama. You have to offer bhog to Shiv Baba. He is incorporeal. It is remembered that the deities desire to have Brahma Bhojan because deities from Brahmin by eating Brahma Bhojan. Deities come to the subtle region and a happy gathering takes place there. All of that is fun and games. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, love, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father Bab Dada. The spiritual father says namaste to the spiritual children. We should say the sweet father, good morning, Om Shanti, Shukriya. Essence for Dharana. Number 1. Keep your aim and objective fully in your intellect and become a conqueror of attachment. Forget this graveyard and remember the Father. Do spiritual and physical service. Number 2. First of all, offer food to the one who is feeding you and then eat. The time of the early morning hour is good. Therefore, wake up at that time and remember the Father. You definitely have to read or listen to each Murli 5 or 6 times. Blessing. May you be constantly powerful soul and perform alokik action with the awareness of your alokik form. Details. A Brahmin life means an alokik and invaluable diamond life. By having the awareness of this alokik life and by remembering stable in your alokik form, you cannot have ordinary activity or perform ordinary action. Whatever actions you perform will be alokik because as is your awareness, so is your stage. Let there constantly be one Father and none other in your awareness. Having the awareness of the Father will make you constantly powerful, and this is why every action has to be elevated and alokik. Slogan. Wear the accurate glasses of self-progress and you will only see the specialities of everyone. Om Shanti, sweet Shiv Baba, all the best. Thank you.